Alright, it's time to make some modifications to our existing sanding and cleaning stations here in the Mid-Mo Speedway. We've had these here for quite a few years when we've used them for light sanding and mainly tire cleaning. I think with these power supplies, we can make them just a little bit better. So, stick around. Okay, we've already looked at this power supply, and it is pretty nice for under $20. 5 amps and adjustability. This is just solid gold right here, and it's going to come in handy on these stations. And then, of course, some 5 amp fuses, and I like this automotive inline fuse holder. It just makes things easy in case you pop one. So, we're going to get right to trimming some wires and getting them to the station. So, just trim away the old plug. And I like to use an X-Acto blade, trim back some of the insulation just to expose the positive and negative. Now we'll clean the ends up. We're almost ready to hook it up. Okay, about as simple as it gets. Have the inline fuse holder here, soldered and shrink tubed. Then over here on the negative side, put on a new connection. And now we're ready to take it to the station. As far as the stations go, it's just 1/2 inch MDF left over from the track build. You can use anything you want. I've sized it 4 inches by 8 inches. Again, I didn't want it sticking out too far, and it fits the 1/32 scale cars just fine. The slot is set right around 7.5 to 8 millimeter. I used my skill saw to cut these actually. Pretty quick work, and it's deep enough to handle any guide that we're going to throw at it, especially for just cleaning. And then finally, for conductivity, I just use some good old copper tape. That works well enough. And as it gets worn, well, just cut it away and add some new stuff. So anyway, hope that helps you. Pretty simple. Okay, we have everything hooked up trackside. Didn't take very long. Got a couple screws here going through the original mounts here on the power supply. Those things come in handy. I'm glad they're molded in there. And that's secure enough. And we have our wires coming over here. Here's our inline fuse holder. And I have some of the cable staples. And I got that holding it right here on the side of the wood. Nice and secure. And have my wires hooked up to the copper tape on the station. But what's really handy is, like I said, this adjustability. Now I can adjust the speed for whatever purpose that we need, and I can do it individually. So each station will have one, and then it's just driver's choice. Pretty simple. As far as the cleaning goes, folks have asked, so it's just a simple sponge here, 3.5 by 6, yellow ones, blue ones, doesn't really matter. I just like these. I just cut them up in about 1-inch sections, just like this. Then you can add your cleaner of choice, whatever it is that you use. This is just normal, cheap Dollar Tree Windex. You can use alcohol, Simple Green, whatever you feel is the best tire cleaner, you use it. Just don't put it on very heavy. You don't need this just soaking wet. You can just see that it's actually still dry a little bit here, just enough to dampen it. Doesn't take a lot. Then I've got the power supply there, set at 6 volts, and just right here on the end of the station, and just a little bit goes a long way to clean up those tires. Just let them dry a little bit, and there you have it. Also, with your stations, of course, you can add sandpaper like I have here. This is like 800 grit, and this is really good for cleaning up some of the stubborn Paul gauge or some of the old rubber that we have. Just putting it out here on the sandpaper a little bit gets them nice and clean. And well, a clean tire is a happy tire. So hope that helps you guys out there. We'll see you online.